Hi, Dad.
Hi, Bob.
Okay, I'm going to make you tell us a live story.
Right.
So let's do, tell me a story about when you used to make boats.
But I used to make.
When you made all those little boats that we got pictures of Mike sitting in and stuff.
I decided I wanted to be a boat builder a long time before that, and I bought a bunch of tools. Anyway, we lived in a house with a two-car garage, and I decided to make some rowboats, and I was going to sell them for $35 a piece. And I designed them myself, and there was a kind of a flat bow and a transom and flat bottom with a little curve to it. Anyway, I nailed them together with staples. Instead of nails and screws or anything like that, I had a staple gun. I just stapled everything together with a little glue on them, you know. I knew that when the people got in, they were going to poke the bottom out and it was going to sink. But I never got any input on what happened after that. I sold Dan one of them, either that or I gave it to him. And he was towing it with his sailboat and he lost it. The rope broke. And I sold all the rest of them. But ever since I sold them, I worried about those staples that the guy's boats were going to fall apart. Anyway, that's the story of my stapled together boats.
Is that in your book?
Huh?
Is that in your book anywhere?
I didn't get there yet.
See, I came up with a new story.
Whatever, I didn't put that in there because it didn't seem very relevant. I said that I built a lot of boats. I built something like 15 boats when we lived there in Landerville. I mean in Petroleum. I built 8 of those and 4 of another kind. And I built a rowboat, and I built the dory.
You built that Sneery boat.
And I built my catamaran, and I built a funny looking racer boat, and I built 2 outboard motorboats. And I built that sailboat that Misty, that I was going to sail from San Diego, and I never did. I built about 15 boats.
Did you say the dory was one of the ones you built back then?
Huh?
Was that when you built the dory? Did you say that?
I built the dory when we lived on Petroleum in a 1-story house.
Well, you built Misty in the 2-story
I
house.
built my sailboat on the 2-story house and the catamaran, and 8 rowboats, 8, 9, 10, 12 rowboats. And all the other boats I built, I made more than 15 boats. I wanted to be a professional boat builder, and I never did. But
Well, it sounds like if you built all those boats and sold them, you were a professional boat builder.
It was a hobby, more or less. I liked to build boats, but I wanted to make a business out of it.
I don't
never
think he
did.
made a penny on any of them.
Something about building boats was fun for me. I still got my dory.
Yeah, it's still in good shape.
It is. It's better shape than it was when I finished it, because it got real run down and I rebuilt the thing and I made it better than it was when I was new. When I get my garage fixed next door, I'm going to keep it inside.
I think the best picture of the boat, of the dory, is that movie when we're going on the Colorado River and the water is really, really smooth.
Yeah.
Oh,
And you see this really handsome boy in the dory driving it along. Who was that handsome
I
boy?
think that might have been you.
Oh, that was Paul, your handsomest child.
Yeah, we were going upstream, huh?
Yeah, and it was just like the water was perfectly smooth and the dory just moving along. It looked pretty cool.
And I drove the motorboat and Taco was sitting on the front deck.
Or Rupee with the ropes, whoever was around back then. I remember Taco and Rupee used to like, maybe it was Rupee that used to like sitting up there with the curled ropes. Didn't Rupee used to go on trips with us
I
too?
don't know, was it Taco? Who did I have when Danny had Wolf?
I think you had Rupee.
Rupee? I guess it was Rupee.
I know at the later Colorado trips we had Taco,
Yeah.
but I think I remember the early ones when we had that yellow and white boat, that Rupee was the dog that was up by the ropes, the curled up big thick rope we had up there.
Well, I know that when we first started going to the river, we had whoopee. Anyway,
There you go, a story from Dad's past.
hello.